Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss Social Science Model Paper 1. Not only pattern or questions, we are going to learn answers also in this video. You can see highlighted questions here. These highlighted questions are very important for your exam. So please stay with me until the end. We are going to cover 33 questions in this video. This is going to be one short video. So let's start. Section 1, 1 mark questions. First question. Where was the first International Earth Summit held? Answer Rio de Janeiro. Second question. Which erosion does the given image show? I know this image is not clear, but answer is gully erosion. Third question. Which of the following is not related to agro-based industries? Answer cement. Cement is a mineral-based industry, not agro-based industry. Fourth question. Who hosted the Congress of Vienna in 1815? Answer. Kelmans von Metternich. Fifth question. Expand IMF, International Monetary Fund. Sixth question. What is El Dorado in South America famous for? Answer. Gold. Seventh question. Agriculture, state list. Marriage, concurrent list. Eighth question. Who presides over the meetings of a municipal corporation? Answer. Mayor. Ninth question. Give two examples for national parties. Answer. The BJP, the BSP. Tenth question. What is per capita income? This question is also very important. So learn this. Answer. Per capita income refers to the average income per person in a country or region. 11th question. Find out the mismatched pair. Answer. Ranbaxy IT. So this is non-IT. Ranbaxy is a pharmaceutical company, not IT. Okay. 11th, 11th question completed. Now 12th question. Arrange the states from the north to south. You have to arrange these states from north to south direction. Answer. See this order. Haryana, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala. This is the order. Now we completed section 1. Section 2. 13th question. So from here, each question carries 2 marks. 8 questions you have to answer. Each question carries 2 marks. 18 to 2, 16 marks. 13th question. What are the agro-based industries? Give an example. You have to write what is mean by agro-based industry and you have to give example. Agro-based industries. Industries whose raw materials are depending on agriculture means industries whose a uh, sorry industries whose raw materials are depending on agriculture are known as agro-based industries. Example: cotton textiles, jute industry, sugar industry, edible oil industry, etc. Now, 14th question. Write the merits of the roadways. You have to write merits of the roadways. Construction cost is much lower than the railway lines. Maintenance of roads is also cheap and easy. Roads can be built even in mountainous regions. Transportation of goods from door to door is easy in the road transport. 15th question. Observe the given map and answer the following questions. So, observe the given map. I'll zoom this. Wait. Okay. I think now it is visible. Let's answer the following questions. First question. Which sea separates Asia from Africa. Red Sea separates Asia from Africa. Second question. Name any two ports on the west coast of India. Answer Goa, Surat. 16th question. Printing press played a major role in shaping the Indian society of the 19th century. Comment on it. You have to comment on printing press played a major role in shaping the Indian society of the 19th century. Answer printing press transformed 19th century Indian society by facilitating the spread of education and literacy. Second point, it also fostered public discourse and political awareness, leading to important social and cultural changes. 17th question. A few subjects in various parts of the Indian Constitution are given here. You have to group subjects under union state, union, union list, state list, and concurrent list. Okay, you have to group these all. Answer. See these side headings: state list, union list, concurrent list. In state list, police, agriculture. Union list, defense, communication, banking. In concurrent list, education, forest, marriage, trade. 18th question. Mention any two constitutional provisions that make Indian secular state. Answer. There is no official region in the Indian states. Constitution Constitution does not give a special status to any region. The Constitution ensures freedom of region, allowing individuals to practice, profess, and propagate their religion without state interference. 19th question. Question 19. What do you understand by globalization? Explain in your own words. Globalization means process of integration and interconnectedness of economies, societies, and cultures across the world. Second point, globalization involves opening closed economies to trade and foreign investment, resulting in interconnected global economy. Question 20. Prepare any two slogans to alert consumers. Answer. You have to write two slogans. Spices or rice. Know the price. Consumer awareness is nice. Second slogan. In gadgets, in gadgets we trust but be robust. Consumer awareness is a must. These are the two slogans. Section 3. 4-mark questions. You have to write 8 questions. Each question carries 4 marks. 8 into 4, 32 marks. Question 21. How have flora and human activities affect the depletion of fauna? Explain. Here, flora means plants, fauna means animals. Human activities have affected the depletion of flora and fauna in many ways. Deforestation, habitat destruction, destruction, and fragmentation, loss of habitats for many species. Deforestation, destruction, and fragmentation led to loss of habitats for many species. Population from sorry Pollution from industrial and agriculture agricultural activities have also affected the health and several survival of many species. Population from industrial and agricultural activities affected health and survival of many species. Climate change is another factor affecting flora and fauna. All these factors have contributed to a decline in biodiversity and loss of many species. Question 22. Why do we need to conserve mineral resources? Answer. Mineral resources are limited. Mineral resources are limited. Even future generations need them. It takes millions of years for them to be created. Geological replenishment rates are infinitely small compared to present rate of consumption. Geographical replenishment rates are infinitely small compared to present rate of consumption. Last point, continued extraction of ores leads to increasing costs and decrease in quality as well as quantity. Question 23. Read the following map and answer the questions given below. So I will zoom this map. Wait 1 minute. Like this if you see once. You can refer your textbook also. So I'll just scroll this map so that you can see clearly. Okay. Mm. First question. Write any two African countries that share write any two African countries that share their boundaries with Mediterranean Sea. Answer Egypt, Algeria. Second question. Name any two empires on the given map. Ottoman Empire and Russian Empire. Ottoman, Russian. These are the two empires on the given map. Question 24. Why did industrial production in India increase during the First World War? British mills focused on army goods. Deadline in decline in imports from Manchester. British mills focused on army goods. Decline in imports from Manchester. Home market for Indian mills. Prolonged war and increasing army demands compelled Indian factories to contribute to British army requirements. Indian industries diversified, producing saddles, boots, boots, pins, uniforms, and jute bags. Last point, existing sorry, existing factories operated round the clock. Existing Indian factories operating round the clock, while the new factories were established requiring longer work hours and the recruitment of new workers. Existing factories operated round the clock. New factories were established. Question 25. Observe the given bar graph. So this is bar graph. Observe this bar graph. Observe this bar graph. This bar graph is about women in national parliaments in different regions of the world in percent. In percentage, they given this all. So you have to observe this bar graph and you have to write some points. First point, you can see here Nordic countries. Nordic countries have the highest percentage of women in national parliaments at 42.3%. The world average for women in national parliaments is 24%. Pacific countries, you can see here Pacific countries have the lowest percentage of women in parliaments at 15.6%. Fourth point, India falls below the world average with only 11.8% women in its national parliament. So I will show just countries, whatever we have mentioned here. Nordic countries. You can see this is Nordic countries. You can see percentage also. How much? 42.3%. And then this 24% is world average percentage, 24 percentage. Pacific countries percentage, this is Pacific countries percentage, 15.6%. And 11.8 percentage is from India. Okay. Now question 26. How does democracy produce an accountable, responsive and legitimate government? Citizens have the right to choose their rulers and control over the rulers. Decision making will be based on norms and procedures. Citizens have the right and means to examine the process of decision making. Regular, free, and fair elections, open public debate on major policies, citizens' right to information. Sorry, yaar. Right to information. Last point is a democratic government is legitimate government. Democratic government is legitimate government. It is the people's own government. Question 27. List a few examples of environmental degradation that you may have observed around you. You have to write about deforestation, air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution. First, deforestation. Clearing of forests for agriculture or urban development means loss of biodiversity. Now, air pollution, increased pollutants from vehicles, industries, burning of fossil fuels, result, resulting in health issues and climate change. Third, water pollution, contamination of water bodies due to industrial discharge. Industrial discharge, agriculture, agricultural runoff. Last point, noise pollution, elevated noise levels from traffic, construction, industrial activities. Question 28. Critically examine the progress of consumer movements in India. Consumer movement in India arose out of need to protect consumers from exploitation and to uphold their rights. Movement gained momentum in 1960s and 1970s with formation of consumer forums. Third point, enactment of Consumer Protection Act. Enactment of Consumer Protection Act 1986. You can write this as a point 3. It has helped in creating awareness among consumers about their rights and in getting compensation for those who have been exploited. A significant milestone in Indian consumer movement was the enactment of the Consumer Protection Act in 1986, often referred to as COPRA. This is very important. Enactment of Consumer Protection Act 1986, COPRA, played a pivotal role in empowering consumer rights. Pivotal role in empowering consumer rights. This helped in creating awareness among consumers about their rights and in getting compensation for exploitation. Section 4. 5 questions you have to answer. Each question carries 8 marks. Each question carries 8 marks. Question 29. Internal choice questions. So you can see here each question has internal choice. But in question number 33, both A and B, India map and old map should be answered separately. Question 29. Compare the advantages and disadvantages of multi-purpose river projects. Advantages led to nations' development with industrialization, provide water for irrigation and electricity generation. Disadvantages excessive sedimentation, excessive sedimentation at bottom of the reservoir lead soil decomposition. Several tribal communities are displaced, losing their knowledge of forests and customs. Question 29b. Enlist the various institutional reform programs introduced by the government in the interest of farmers. Answer: abolition of Zamindari system, provision for crop insurance against drought, flood, cyclone, fire, and disease. Establishment of Grameen banks, cooperative societies, Kisan credit card, personal accident insurance scheme, and providing loan facilities to the farmers at lower rates of interest. Last point, announcement of minimum support prices to ensure that farmers do not suffer due to market fluctuations. Question 30. A. The Salt March to make clear way, it was an effective symbol of resistance against coloni- colonialism. Colonialism? Comment on it. Answer. The Salt March was an effective symbol of resistance against colonialism because it challenged the British monopoly on salt, basic necessity for Indians and a source of revenue for the colonial government. Gandhi and his followers defied the Act of 1882, which prohibited Indians from collecting or producing salt. Gandhi and followers defied the Act of 1882 by making their own salt from seawater. It mobilized thousands of Indians from different regions, classes, castes, religions, and genders to join the march or participate in similar acts of civil disobedience in future. See here, it mobilized thousands of Indians from different regions, classes, castes, regions, and genders. Last point you can write. Um, Demonstrated Gandhi's philosophy of satyagraha, truth force, advocating non-violent resistance against injustice. You can read these all points. Question number 30. B. Some people feared that development of print could lead to the growth of dissenting ideas. Comment on it. Print and popular literature encouraged many distinctive interpretations of religious faith and ideas. Some people feared society may argue for reason rather than custom. This may lead to anarchism in the society. Anarchism in the society. Monocchio, a miller in Italy, gave a new interpretation of the Bible. New interpretation of the Bible made the Roman Catholic Church angry. Catholic Church angry. Roman Catholic Church imposed severe controls severe controls over publishers and booksellers to maintain an index of prohibited books from prohibited books from 1558. Question 31. You are seeing or here for question 30, that is. Okay. Question 30A or B. Okay. Now question 31A. Convert the bar graph into tabular form and write your comments on what you observed. Bar graph you have to convert into table form like this. So yeah, seeing here primary, secondary, tertiary, these three sectors, and the given share of sectors in employment, percentage they given. Okay, answer sector you have to keep one column name 1977 to 1978, 2017 to 2008. Whatever they given in bar graph, you have to convert it into table form. So write this: first primary, second secondary, third tertiary. You have to write percentages: 71, 11, 18, 44, 25, 31. These are the percentages. First point: the primary sector's growth rate decreased about 30% between 1977 to 1978 and 2017 to 2018. 2017 to 2018. Otherwise, you can write primary sector's share decreased from 71%, and you can write in bracket 1977 to 1978 to 44%. Now we can write again here in bracket 2017 to 2018. 71% to 44% it has decreased. Second point: secondary sector improved from 11% in 1977 to 1978 to 24% in 2017 to 2018. 11% to 25%. Third point: tertiary sector's share increased considerably from 18% to 31%. Last point: the priority given by the government to hospitals, educational institutions led to the priority given by the government to hospitals, educational institutions, and other services led to tertiary sector to be important. B. Analyze the following pie chart. You have to analyze this pie chart. So this, see this percentage. This is this pie chart is about source of credit per rupees thousand of rural households in India in 2012. You have to analyze the following pie chart. Now you have to write about this pie chart in few lines. Money lenders are largest source of credit for rural households, 33% of the total. Okay, money lenders are the largest source of credit for rural households. How much percent? 33% of the total. You can see from here. Money lenders 33%. Commercial banks and cooperative societies, commercial banks and cooperative societies or banks each contribute 25%. Together, commercial banks and cooperative societies provide 50% of the total credit. Relatives and friends account for 8% of the credit sources for rural households. Other institutional agencies contribute 5% to the total credit. And government loans form the smallest share, only 1% to rural credit. You can see here non institutional sources like landlords and other agencies contribute a minimal amount, with landlords at 1% and other non institutional agencies at 2%. Government loans form the smallest share, only 1% rural credit. Last point: formal sectors play an equal significant role as money lenders. Question 32. A. Evaluate the power sharing system in India. Power is distributed among the central, state, and local levels of government. You can see here central, state, and local levels of government. Federal structure between federal structure between sorry federal structure allows states to have their own governments, enabling them to address local issues effectively. Power is shared between different branches of government, executive, legislative, judiciary, ensuring checks and balances. Reservation of seats for marginalized communities in legislatures promotes inclusivity. Moreover, the system encourages cooperative federalism where both central and state governments work together on various policies and initiatives initiatives initiativities initiatives oh sorry are initiatives. Last point you can write challenges such as political conflicts and religion. These parties can sometimes disrupt effective power sharing. These parties can sometimes disrupt effective power sharing. Learn this point also. If you want, you can write in exam. B. Describe the functions of political parties. The various functions of the political parties in democracy are in democracies, political parties contest elections by putting up their candidates. In democracies, political parties contest elections by putting up their candidates. Political parties put forward their own ideologies and programs meant for the welfare of voters in the form of manifesto. Members of the political party vote in legislature according to the decision of the party. Parties that lost elections, parties, political parties that lost in elections play the role of opposition to the government. They criticize the government for its failure or wrong policies. Question 33. A. Locate the following in the given outline map of India. You have to locate all these in India map. So you can see here. See questions here means what you have to point out in the map. You can see the questions. Narmada River, Gujarat, Paradweep, Tamil Nadu, or Kolkata, Mahanadi River, Bay of Bengal, Deccan Plateau. These you have to locate. Okay, here they given or 33A. Either this or this. You have to locate anything. Any four here or any four, okay, from here. 1 to 4 or 5 to 8. You have to locate in India map. So this is India map. This is how you're going to locate. Now question 33b. Locate the following in the given outline map of world map. In world map you have to locate 1 to 4 or 5 to 8. You can see here world map. Okay, see this. All these you have to locate. Again I will zoom out. Okay. Locate the following in the given outline map of the of world. This is old map. You have to locate China, Japan, France, Mediterranean Sea, or Egypt, Black Sea, Sicily, Britain. Any four, 1 to 4 or 5 to 8. You have to locate. There is no internal choice. Okay. For 33 question, there is no internal choice. A, B. Both you have to locate. Thank you for watching. We will continue model paper 2 in next video.